Hello everyone, you're welcome to today's class. In this class, we'll continue from where we stopped. Today we want to look at percentage profits and loss. So the objectives for this class are this. First one, we're going to look at terms involved in this topic. Then we look at examples. So number one term we want to look at is cost price. So cost price is the price at which a seller bought its goods. So, and also we have selling price, then profit and loss. So we need to look at them one by one. They also look at profit percentage. So cost price uh, is the price at which the seller bought his goods, right? Why the selling price? So after buying it, the selling price, which is CP, selling price, so is the price at which the goods are sold. Selling price uh, is the price at which the goods are sold. So understanding of this will help you to solve problems on this one. Then why the third one, uh, which is profit. So profit is when the selling price is more than the cost price. So a seller has made a profit. That means selling price minus cost price is what? Profit. That is, the selling price will be greater than cost price. That means this is when the selling price is more than the cost price, right? So that means, so profit now, the formula for profit is equal to selling price minus what? Cost price. I hope that is very clear. Then the fourth one is the loss. So when the price at which a product is bought is more than the price at which the product is sold, then such a seller has made a loss. So in that case, that means that loss here, this is when the cost price is more than the selling price. For example, you bought a pen for 50 naira and you now sold it for 45 naira. So you have sold it at a price lesser than the cost price. So in this case, you have made a loss. So exactly. So that means loss. The formula for loss will be what? Cost price minus what? Selling price. Because the cost price is bigger than the selling price. So that is that on the terms, which we need to know. Then for the percentage profit, the profit is expressed as what? As percentage of the cost price. So percentage profit, so will then be the profit divided by the cost price multiplied by what? 100%. While the percentage loss will be what? Loss divided by what? The cost price multiplied by what? 100%. Exactly. So we now look at questions now. So this is the first example. A trader bought a bag of beans for 33,500 naira and sold it for 36,000 naira. What is the percentage profit? So the first thing we need to look for here is the profit. So firstly, the cost price is 33,500 Then the selling price, which is 36,000 naira. So you can see from here that the cost price is less than the selling price. So therefore, there is profit. So in that case, you're going to have profit. Profit which will then be equals to 36,000 naira minus 33,000 naira. So that will give us 36,000 is 33,500. 36,000 minus 33,500, and that gives 2,500 naira. But that is not what we're looking for. We are looking for percentage profit. That's what we're looking for. Percentage profit. So percentage profit now, so which is the profit divided by the cost price multiplied by 100%. So what is the profit calculated now? 2,500 naira divided by the cost price, 33,500 multiplied by what? 100. So this will then give us divided by 33,500, then multiply by 100. So that gives 7.46. So which is approximately 7.5%. So the percentage profit here is 7.5%. I hope that is clear. So that is the first example. So let's look at the second example now. Example 2, we have a trader bought 40 tubers of yam, 40 tubers of yam at a total cost of 36,000, and that is all these 40 tubers were bought at 36,000 naira. So he then sold each one at 1,100 naira. Find the profit percentage or percentage profit. So what we're going to do first is let's calculate this cost price. So you need to analyze it. What is the cost price? Cost price here is 36,000 naira. So you write it out like this so that you don't make mistake. Then selling price. Now he sold each one, that is one tuber, at what? 1,100. That means, and he sold how many? 40. That is 1,100 multiplied by what? 40 tubers of yam, and that gives what? 1,100 multiplied by 40, and that gives 44,000 naira. So you can, this is the cost price and this is the selling price. Don't make mistake. This is not the selling price, the total selling price. This is just the selling price of one tuber of yam. So don't just say 36,000 minus 1,100 will give you a profit. You will be wrong if you do it that way. You have to multiply this, the cost of one tuber, by the total number of tuber of yams that the customer sold, or the seller sold rather. So in that case, it remains profit now. So from what we have here, it means that the selling price is more than the cost price. Therefore, there's going to be profit. So that means 44,000 naira minus 36,000 naira. So 44 minus 36,000 naira, and that gives us 8,000 naira. So that is the profit. But that's what we're looking for. We are looking for percentage profit. So our percentage profit will then be what? 8,000 naira divided by the cost price, which is what? 36,000 naira multiplied by what? 100. So this zero cancel what? This zero. So we can then this will give us 8 multiplied by 100 divided by 36, and that gives us 22.2%. So that is the answer to this one. So let's look at the third example. Let me pause. Question number 3. So we are moving gradually. So please, you need to pay attention here. Very, very important. So a businessman bought an item for 65,000 naira. So find the price at which he will sell the product, the item, to make a profit of 20%. You can see now that we are given the cost price and the percentage profit. We are now looking for what? The selling price. So that's what this means. So the first thing, let's analyze that cost price is given to be what? 65,000 naira. Then selling price is what we are looking for. The price at which we what? Sell. So selling price, we don't know it. And the profit is given, percentage profit. Percentage what? Profit is what? 20%. How about making sense? So how do we now solve this? So we are looking for selling price. Now, we need to understand one thing. Selling price, it is the cost price plus the profit will give us what? Selling price. Now we have been given the cost price, which is this. The profit here is what? We are given the profit percentage here, which is 20%. So 20%, the profit now will be 20% of what? Of the cost price. We give us the profit. So in this case, cost price, so let's find the profit first. So profit will then be, the percentage is 20%. That is 20% of the cost price. And that is 20 divided by 100 multiplied by what? The cost price, which is 65,000 naira. 65,000 naira. So 0, we cancel this 0. So we can then multiply 6,500. So now 50 multiplied by 20. And that gives what? 13,000 naira. So this is the profit. So what would now be the selling price? So selling price, which is cost price plus profits. So that's the first step. So cost price, which is 65,000 plus 13,000 naira. So therefore, this is going to give us what? 78,000 naira. Now we can check for this. So let's check for this. Since we said our profit is this, so let's check for profit percentage to check if our answer is correct. So 13,000, which is the profit, divided by the cost price, which is 65,000, multiplied by what? 100. So 0 cancel the 0. So we have 1,300 divided by 65, and that gives us what? 20%, which is what? Perfect. Correct. Is that clear? So that is one method of calculating it. So another method is this. Let's look at another method. Another method of calculating this. So we want to find the selling price. Now, your selling price is cost price plus profit. I hope you agree with that. Now, the cost price is the 100%, while the profit is 20%. Right? This will give us what? 120%. So that is 120% of the cost price multiplied by the cost price. So this will give us 120 over 100 times what? 65,000 naira. So this will definitely, when you calculate it, will give us 70. So 120 divided by 100 times 65,000 naira. That gives us 78,000 naira, which is still the same thing with what we have here. How that is clear. So this one is faster. So we just find, you assume that the cost price is 100% of the what item. Then you are adding the profit percent, which is 20. So 100 plus 20 gives 120. So 120% of the cost price will give you the selling price, which is what? 78,000 naira. So let's look at one more example. All right, question number 4. So for selling an item for 25,000 naira. The trader made a profit of 20%. Now to calculate the amount he will sell it to make a profit of 30%. So we want to make a profit of 30% instead of 20%. So the first thing we need to do is to calculate the cost price. But it's not possible for us to get that without knowing the cost price. So let's find the cost price first. So the cost price, now solution here. We are given the first selling price. This is the first selling price is 25,000 naira. We don't know the cost price. That is what we're looking for now. Then percentage profit here is 20%. Now the selling price here, as I analyzed earlier on, selling price is cost price plus profit. Now in percentage, so selling price will then be 100 plus what? 20. So this will be what? 120%. Hope I'm making sense. So that means that for us to now get the cost price, so selling price, which is 120% of cost price, is the cost price we are looking for. Now we have the selling price, which is 25,000 naira. So this will then be 120% of X equals to what? 25,000 naira. Hope I'm making sense. So this will be what? 1.2 X equals to what? 25,000 naira. Divide both sides by 1.2. 1.2. So this cancels this. Then X will be equal to. We are assuming that X is our cost price. So X is our cost price here. That's why I use X here. So we have 25,000 naira divided by 1.2, and that gives us 20,833 naira. So let's have it that 20,833 naira. So this is the cost price. So therefore, the cost price is equal to what? 20,833. Now, having known the cost price, so we can then determine the price at which this product will be what? Sold to make a profit of 30%. So we're now looking for selling price. So selling price is what we are looking for now. We now go back to the basics again. Selling price is what we don't know. Let's make it Y. Why the cost price here is what? 20,833, and the percentage profit here that we want to get is what? 30%. So the same thing, we come back to this place. So selling price, which is equal to what? 100 plus what? 30. So which is equal to what? 130%. So meaning that selling price will then be what? 130% of the cost price, which is what? 20,833. So 0 cancel what? 0. So we multiply to get an answer. So this is 13 times 20,833 divided by 10. So this will then give us 27,082 naira 90 kobo. So which means this is the price at which the item will be sold to make a profit of what? 30%. So you can see the first selling price is 25,000 naira to make a profit of 20%. Now it is what? 30%. So you can see the price has gone up, because the percentage has also what? Gone up from 20 to what? To 10%. I hope this is very clear. So you need to take your time to look at the way I explained it in details. Read the question again and look at it. You can go back, move the video to back
to watch it again so that you can understand it better. So we look at one more example which is very important. One more example before we end the video. The last question. A market woman bought 50 eggs at 15 naira each. 4 eggs were broken. She sold the remaining at 20 naira each. Find the percentage profit. So let's do the analysis again. So you must always analyze it. So let's find the cost price. So since she bought 50 eggs at 15, and that one egg costs 15, and that will be 50 multiplied by what? 15. And that gives 50 multiplied by 15 will give us 750 naira. Right? 750 naira. Then the selling price now. Don't forget 4 were broken. So that is 50 minus 4 will give us what? 46. Multiply by how many? How much did she sell one? She sold one at 20 naira each. That's multiplied by 20, and that gives 46 times 20, and that gives 900 and what? 900 and what? 20. So profit now. What will be the profit? The profit here will be what? The selling price 920, which is more than the cost price, minus 750 naira. And that gives what? So 9 minus 750, so that gives 170 naira. So percentage profit now, which is profit divided by cost price multiplied by 100%. So what is the profit calculated? 170. The cost price is 750 multiplied by what? 100. So 0 cancels 0. So we then have 170 divided by 70. 750 times 100, and that gives 22.7%. So that is that on this. You can see this is very simple. So if you are new, this is where we're going to stop in this video. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and make sure you turn on notification bell. So anytime I release video like this, you'll be able to be the first to get notification of it and benefit from it on time. And if you find this video useful and helpful, don't forget to give us a very big thumb up and make sure you share the video with your loved ones. So we are going to meet in our next video. Bye for now.